Ever pondered how much you really know about artificial intelligence technology in your smartphones? Artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI, has become an integral part of our everyday lives, and it's more present in your smartphone than you might realize. Think about it. When you ask your phone's voice assistant for the weather forecast or to set a reminder, you're interacting with AI. But it's not just about answering questions or scheduling appointments. AI technology in smartphones has evolved significantly over the years. What started as simple voice assistants has now transformed into a world of more sophisticated and complex features. From recognizing your face to unlock your device, to optimizing your phone's battery life based on your usage patterns, AI is silently working in the background, making your smartphone experience smoother and more personalized. It's like having a digital assistant that learns your habits, understands your preferences, and continually adapts to serve you better. AI's progression in smartphone technology has also led to advancements in on-device capabilities. The ability to process information right on your phone without having to send data to a server is a game changer. It means faster response times, increased privacy, and less reliance on data connections. One of the most exciting developments in smartphone AI is real-time translation. Imagine being able to have a conversation with someone who speaks a different language, with your phone translating in real time. This kind of application showcases how AI can break down barriers and bring people closer together. AI technology in smartphones is not just about making our lives easier. It's also about opening up new possibilities, pushing boundaries, and shaping the future of how we interact with technology. And one of the companies at the forefront of this AI revolution is Samsung. Did you know that Samsung, despite being a global powerhouse, has had a tough time in China? Yes, you heard that right. The South Korean tech giant, renowned for its innovative gadgets and cutting-edge technology, has been struggling to keep its footing in the Chinese market. So, what's behind this decline? Well, it's a combination of factors. For starters, Samsung has been facing stiff competition from local Chinese brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, and Oppo. These companies have been successful in delivering high-quality smartphones at competitive prices, making it difficult for Samsung to maintain its market share. Furthermore, there's a considerable shift in consumer preferences. Chinese consumers are increasingly leaning towards homegrown brands, which are seen as more attuned to the local market's needs and tastes. This nationalistic sentiment is evident in the market share statistics, with local brands dominating the lion's share. Another factor contributing to Samsung's struggles is the ongoing geopolitical tensions between China and South Korea. These political issues have affected trade relations between the two countries, with Samsung finding itself caught in the crossfire. And let's not forget the role of software. Samsung's reliance on Google's Android OS could be seen as a disadvantage in a market where Google services are largely inaccessible. This reliance on an external software giant may have made Samsung's offerings less appealing to Chinese consumers, who have a plethora of domestic options that come with their own integrated software ecosystems. To sum it up, Samsung's declining presence in China is the result of fierce competition from local brands, shifting consumer preferences, geopolitical tensions, and software dependencies. These challenges have created a tough environment for Samsung to thrive in, pushing the tech behemoth to rethink its strategy and make some bold moves. This decline led Samsung to make a significant change in its approach. But what could this change be? Well, stay tuned as we delve into Samsung's strategic move to replace Google's Gemini with Baidu's AI Ernie in the Chinese market. This fascinating development could be a game-changer for Samsung, and we're about to unpack it all. In a surprising turn of events, Samsung decided to replace Google's Gemini in China. This decision, which may seem out of left field for some, is part of a strategic move by the tech giant to further infiltrate the Chinese market. You see, Samsung has decided to implement its own Galaxy AI software in China, replacing Google's Gemini with this homegrown solution. This is a significant step, as it marks a shift from the widely recognized Google AI to a relatively new player in the field. But Samsung isn't going it alone. They've partnered with Baidu, a leading Chinese internet services company, to utilize their chatbot, Ernie. Now, if you're wondering why they would choose Ernie over the well-established Google Gemini, there are a few reasons. Firstly, Ernie is designed to compete with OpenAI's ChatGPT, meaning it has some serious AI chops. Baidu claims that Ernie can translate and summarize content, provide human-like responses, and even display advanced understanding and reasoning capabilities. In essence, it's a chatbot with a brain, and that brain is being put to work in Samsung's Galaxy AI. Secondly, This move could be seen as an effort by Samsung to regain its footing in the Chinese market, where it has seen a decline in recent years. By partnering with a local tech giant like Baidu, Samsung is showing its commitment to the Chinese market and its understanding of the unique needs and preferences of this audience. Finally, it's worth noting that this change doesn't affect Samsung's offerings in other regions. Outside of China, Samsung's Galaxy AI will still be powered by Google's Gemini. So, while this is a significant change, it's also a localized one. But what exactly does this mean for Samsung and its users? Well, that's a question we'll dive into as we continue our discussion. So, stay tuned. Now let's delve into the world of Baidu's Ernie. Imagine having a pocket-sized assistant that doesn't just do what it's told, but also understands you, reasons with you, and even translates and summarizes content for you. That's what Baidu's Ernie is bringing to the table. Ernie is Baidu's answer to the world of artificial intelligence chatbots, a sophisticated piece of technology that's designed to compete with the likes of OpenAI's ChatGPT. But what sets Ernie apart? It's all about the advanced understanding and reasoning capabilities. Unlike traditional AI that simply processes commands and provides programmed responses, Ernie is designed to engage in more human-like interactions. It's capable of understanding context, picking up nuances, and even offering responses that feel less like a machine and more like a conversation with a knowledgeable friend. Now, let's talk about translation and summarization. With Ernie as your pocket assistant, language barriers become a thing of the past. Whether you're reading an article in a foreign language or trying to communicate with someone who speaks a different tongue, Ernie's got you covered. It can translate content in real time, making sure you're never lost in translation. And it doesn't stop there. Ernie can also summarize content for you. Imagine having a lengthy document that you need to understand but just don't have the time to read. With Ernie, you can get the gist without having to sift through pages of text. The integration of Ernie into Samsung's Galaxy AI software marks a significant stride in making AI more accessible, more practical, and more human-like in its interactions. It's clear that Samsung's decision to use Ernie could change the game for them in China. So, what does all this mean for you, the Samsung user? Well, the introduction of Baidu's Ernie into Samsung's Galaxy AI software is a game changer, especially for those in the Chinese market. Ernie's capabilities are extensive, providing human-like responses and advanced understanding and reasoning. This could revolutionize the way you interact with your device. Imagine having a conversation with your phone that feels almost as natural as talking to a friend. That's the promise of Ernie. One of the standout features is the real-time call translations. This could be a boon for those who frequently communicate with people speaking different languages. You could be having a conversation with a Spanish speaker, for instance, and Ernie would translate their words into English in real time, and vice versa. This feature breaks down language barriers and opens up a world of possibilities. But it's not just about new phones. Samsung has plans to bring these exciting Galaxy AI features to older models as well. This means even if you're not ready to upgrade to the Galaxy S24 Ultra, you could still reap the benefits of this advanced AI technology. However, there may be a catch. Samsung has indicated that it will start charging for these AI services. While the pricing details are still unclear, this could be a potential drawback for some users. After all, no one likes to pay extra for features they've become accustomed to getting for free. But let's not forget the bigger picture here. This move is not just about introducing new features or charging for services, it's part of Samsung's strategy to regain its foothold in the Chinese market. By partnering with Baidu and utilizing its AI technology, Samsung is hoping to appeal to Chinese consumers and boost its market presence. Only time will tell if this move will help Samsung regain its foothold in China.